What if I told you that while you're scrolling through social media, binge-watching Netflix, or lying in bed worrying about tomorrow, there's a supercomputer running in the background of your mind that's 30,000 times more powerful than your conscious thoughts? And what if I told you that this supercomputer is currently programmed with beliefs that are actively sabotaging your success, your relationships, and your happiness? Here's the crazy part. You can reprogram it tonight while you sleep. I'm talking about your subconscious mind, and in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to harness its power to transform every area of your life. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why some people seem to effortlessly attract success, while others struggle despite working twice as hard. And more importantly, you'll know exactly what to do about it. This video is based on the groundbreaking book Subconscious Mind Power: Improve Your Life While You Sleep. Now, before you think this is some new age woo-woo, let me be clear. What we're talking about here is backed by neuroscience, psychology, and decades of research into how the human mind actually works. The techniques I'm about to share have been used by Olympic athletes, Fortune 500 CEOs, and some of the most successful people on the planet. And the best part? They're so simple that anyone can start using them tonight. So grab a notebook, because you're going to want to write this down. Let's dive in.
Part 1. Understanding the subconscious mind. First, let's talk about what the subconscious mind actually is. Think of your mind like an iceberg. The tiny part above water, that's your conscious mind. The part that's reading these words right now, making decisions and thinking logically. But here's what most people don't realize. 95% of your mental activity happens below the surface, in your subconscious mind. This is where your beliefs, habits, memories, and automatic behaviors live. Let me tell you a story about Sarah. Sarah was a talented graphic designer who dreamed of starting her own agency. She had the skills, the connections, and the drive, but every time an opportunity came up, she'd find a reason not to take it. The timing isn't right, she'd say. I need more experience. What if I fail? Sarah's conscious mind wanted success, but her subconscious mind, programmed by a childhood where she'd been told, "Don't get too big for your britches," was running a different program entirely. It was keeping her safe and small. Here's the thing. Your subconscious mind doesn't judge. It doesn't analyze. It simply executes the programs it's been given. And most of those programs were installed before you were 7 years old. Think about that for a second. The beliefs that are driving your behavior right now about money, relationships, success, what you deserve, many of them came from your parents, your teachers, your early experiences. You've been living your life on autopilot, running software installed decades ago. Ever driven home and realized you don't remember the last 15 minutes? That's your subconscious mind at work. It learned the route, and now it handles it automatically while your conscious mind thinks about what's for dinner. That's incredibly useful for driving. But what if your subconscious is also running automatic programs like rich people are greedy, making it impossible for you to become wealthy? I'm not good enough, sabotaging your relationships. Success requires struggle, making everything harder than it needs to be. The good news? Just like you can learn a new route home, you can reprogram these beliefs. And that's what we're going to talk about next.
Part 2. The power of your subconscious while you sleep. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. While you're unconscious, it's processing information, consolidating memories, and, this is crucial, it's exceptionally receptive to new programming. There's a famous study where researchers had people learn a new skill during the day, let's say playing a complex piano melody. Group A practiced and then went to sleep.
Group B practiced and stayed awake. When both groups were tested the next day, Group A, the ones who slept, performed significantly better. Why? Because during sleep, particularly during REM sleep, your subconscious mind was rehearsing, refining, and hardwiring that new skill. Your brain was literally rewiring itself while you slept. And here's the million-dollar question. If your subconscious can learn a piano melody while you sleep, what else can it learn? The answer is almost anything. Thomas Edison knew this. He would hold ball bearings in his hand while napping in his chair. As he drifted off to sleep, that hypnagogic state between waking and sleeping, his subconscious mind would work on whatever problem he was trying to solve. When the ball bearings dropped and woke him up, he'd often have his breakthrough. Salvador Dali used the same technique with a key over a metal plate.
Part 3. The 3 Pillars of Subconscious Reprogramming. The book breaks down subconscious reprogramming into 3 powerful pillars. Master these, and you can literally redesign your life. Let's go through each one. Pillar number 1, visualization. First up, visualization. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've heard about visualization before, but stick with me, because most people get this completely wrong. Jim Carrey, before he was famous, wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered and dated it Thanksgiving 1995. He kept it in his wallet and visualized it constantly. In 1994, he learned he'd earned $10 million for Dumb and Dumber. Coincidence? Maybe. But here's what science tells us. Your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between a real experience and a vividly imagined one. When you visualize something with enough detail and emotion, your brain creates the same neural pathways as if you actually experienced it. A study with basketball players proved this. 3 groups. Group 1 practiced free throws every day for 30 days. Group 2 did nothing. Group 3 only visualized making free throws every day. The results? Group 1 improved by 24%. Group 2 showed no improvement, obviously. But Group 3? They improved by 23%, almost as much as the group that physically practiced. Here's how to use visualization properly. Be specific. Don't just think, I want to be rich. See yourself checking your bank account and seeing a specific number. See yourself in the house you want. Feel the steering wheel of the car you want to drive. Engage all senses. What do you see, hear, smell, feel? The more vivid, the better. Add emotion. This is the secret ingredient. Your subconscious responds to emotion. Feel the pride, the joy, the excitement of already having what you want. Do it in the hypnagogic state. Right before sleep, when your conscious mind is powering down, is the most powerful time to visualize. The book recommends spending just 10 to 15 minutes before bed visualizing your ideal life as if it's already real. That's it. Do this consistently, and your subconscious will start working 24/7 to make it happen. Pillar number 2, affirmations. Now, I know affirmations get a bad rap because people use them wrong. Standing in front of a mirror saying, I am a millionaire when you're broke, doesn't work. Your subconscious knows you're lying, and it rejects the message. Let me share what happened with Marcus, a guy struggling with social anxiety. He tried affirmations like, I am confident and outgoing. Nothing changed. Why? Because his subconscious was screaming, no, you're not. Remember what happened at that party? Then he learned the right way to do it. Instead of making statements his mind rejected, he started using what the book calls bridge affirmations. I am becoming more confident every day. I am learning to enjoy social situations. Each conversation gets a little easier. These affirmations bypass the subconscious resistance because they're believable. They're not claiming something that's obviously false. They're declaring a direction, a process. Here's how to create powerful affirmations. Use present tense or present progressive. I am or I am becoming. Make them personal. Use I statements. Keep them positive. Say what you want, not what you don't want. I am healthy, not I am not sick. Add emotion. I am joyfully attracting abundance is more powerful than I am rich. The book suggests creating 5 to 10 affirmations specific to your goals and recording yourself saying them. Then play this recording as you fall asleep. Your conscious mind might drift off, but your subconscious is listening and absorbing every word. Someone in the book did this for 30 days with affirmations about confidence. By day 30, they naturally started speaking up in meetings, initiating conversations, and taking opportunities they would have avoided before. They didn't have to force it. Their behavior automatically aligned with their new programming. Pillar number 3, hypnagogic suggestion. The third pillar is what the
Part 4. Removing limiting beliefs. Now, here's something crucial the book addresses. Before you can install new programming, you often need to delete the old, corrupted files. Think about Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player ever. But did you know he was cut from his high school basketball team? His coach didn't think he was good enough. For most people, that would become a limiting belief. I'm not good enough. Authority figures know best. I should give up. But Jordan used it differently. He identified the limiting belief, I'm not good enough, and replaced it with an empowering one. I'll prove them wrong. I'll work harder than everyone else. The book identifies the most common limiting beliefs. Money is hard to come by. I don't deserve success. Good things don't happen to people like me. I'm not smart enough, talented enough, attractive enough. Success requires suffering. If I become successful, people won't like me. Here's the thing. You probably don't even know you believe these things consciously, but they're running in the background, sabotaging you. The book recommends this exercise. Take an area where you're struggling: money, relationships, health, career. Now finish these sentences. I can't have what I want because people like me don't get to. What I want is. Write down your immediate, uncensored answers. These are your limiting beliefs. One person did this exercise for money and realized they believed rich people are selfish and money corrupts people. No wonder they were broke. Their subconscious was protecting them from becoming something they despised. Once they identified this belief, they could challenge it. Is this actually true? Do I know wealthy people who are generous and kind? They started looking for evidence that contradicted their limiting belief. Then they created a new belief. Money is a tool that amplifies who you already are. I am generous and kind, and having more money will allow me to help more people. The book teaches a nighttime technique for erasing limiting beliefs. Identify the limiting belief. Before sleep, acknowledge it. I used to believe that limiting belief, but that's not true. State the new empowering belief. The truth is empowering belief. And fall asleep repeating the empowering belief. Do this for 21 nights straight. Why 21? Research suggests it takes about 21 days to form a new neural pathway. You're literally rewiring your brain. Part 5. Real-world applications. Let's bring this all together with some real-world applications.
How do you actually use this stuff in everyday life? For wealth and success. The book shares the story of Robert, who was stuck in a dead-end job. He started using these techniques. Visualization. Every night before sleep, he visualized himself in his ideal job, feeling fulfilled and well-paid. Affirmations. I am attracting abundant opportunities. Hypnagogic suggestion. The perfect opportunity is coming to me. He did this consistently for 6 weeks. Then, out of nowhere, a former colleague contacted him about a position that was exactly what he'd been visualizing. The salary? $30,000 more than he was making. Coincidence? Maybe. But Robert said something interesting. It's like my brain started noticing opportunities I'd been blind to before. I became more confident in interviews. I naturally positioned myself in the right places at the right times. That's how the subconscious works. It doesn't magically make money appear. It changes your behavior, your awareness, and your decisions in ways that lead to the results you want. For health and wellness, the book discusses using these techniques for health. One woman used bedtime visualization and suggestion to overcome insomnia she'd battled for years. Every night, my body knows how to sleep perfectly. I am falling into deep, restful sleep. She visualized herself sleeping peacefully, waking up refreshed. Her insomnia disappeared within 2 weeks. Another example. Athletes use subconscious programming to recover from injuries faster, improve performance, and overcome mental blocks. For relationships, John had been single for 5 years. He wanted a relationship, but kept attracting the wrong people or sabotaging potential connections. Using these techniques, he realized his limiting belief. If I let someone close, they'll hurt me like my ex did. He started reprogramming. I am attracting a loving, healthy relationship. I am worthy of genuine love. I am open to connection while maintaining healthy boundaries. Within 3 months, he met someone. But more importantly, he noticed his behavior changed. He stopped self-sabotaging. He communicated more openly. He set better boundaries. The relationship worked because he'd done the internal work first. For confidence and self-esteem. Maybe the most powerful application is building genuine confidence. The book emphasizes that confidence isn't about fake it till you make it. It's about reprogramming your subconscious to recognize your actual worth. A woman named Jennifer had terrible self-esteem. She used these techniques. Nightly affirmations. I am worthy. I am capable. I am enough. Visualization. Seeing herself confident, speaking up, being respected. Hypnagogic suggestion. I am becoming more confident every day. The change wasn't overnight, but it was real. She started speaking up in meetings. She set boundaries with toxic people. She went after opportunities she'd never considered before. Her boss noticed and promoted her. Not because she pretended to be confident, because she genuinely became confident from the inside out. So let's wrap this up. Here's what we've covered. Your subconscious mind is running 95% of your life, operating on programs installed mostly in childhood. The good news is you can reprogram it. The 3 pillars. Visualization. See your desired reality with vivid detail and emotion. Affirmations. Use believable statements that create new neural pathways. Hypnagogic suggestion. Use the pre-sleep state to plant powerful seeds in your subconscious. And remember, remove limiting beliefs before installing empowering ones. Let me leave you with this. Every single person you admire, every successful person you look up to, is using these principles whether they know it or not. They've either consciously programmed their subconscious for success, or they were lucky enough to have positive programming installed early in life. You don't have to be lucky. You can do this intentionally. Tonight, before you go to sleep,
Try this. Spend 5 minutes visualizing one thing you deeply want, as if you already have it. Create one simple affirmation related to that goal. As you